Archangel Michael says, there is something happening behind your back that you have no idea about, and it is being carefully planned to catch you off guard. A woman, someone you may have spoken to in passing or even helped, has taken a step that can flip your entire world upside down. Without your awareness, without your permission, and without justice, she has opened a case against you that now carries your name like a shadow. There was no warning, no sign, and no conversation. It was done with precision, in silence, and with malice buried beneath fake politeness. Her actions carry the weight of envy, and behind her smile, there has always been a hidden motive. Now it has taken legal shape. You are not alone in this moment. There are eyes in the spiritual realm that saw this document being filed. They watched her step into that office, wearing a mask of innocence, while her intentions were far from pure. Archangel Michael says, she didn't act alone, there's someone advising her, someone whispering lies into her ears. This person has a personal reason to see your name dragged, your path blocked, and your peace disturbed. But the heavens are intervening because you were never meant to be humiliated by something this false. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The document she submitted bears false information, constructed from twisted truths and exaggerated moments. They're using your silence as proof, your kindness as weakness, and your past as a weapon. She never imagined that light would expose her handwriting and the lies it carries. You once trusted this person, or perhaps ignored her completely, but either way, she felt offended by your growth. She has watched you evolve, gain respect, and become more confident, and in her mind, that made you dangerous. Her motive wasn't born from recent days, it's been there, building, waiting for a moment to strike. They've already had one meeting about it. They smiled and plotted, thinking you wouldn't discover this until it was too late. But the divine message is now being delivered to you, not to create panic, but to prepare you. This is not a moment to fear, it's a moment to take power back. Your name will not be used to play their games. A shield is being formed around you, and no court or signature will prevail when truth takes the stand. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Heaven has dispatched watchers to stand beside you. They have seen every whisper, every edit made to the case document, and every screenshot shared behind your back. You are being protected from the collapse they hope to cause. There is an expiration date to their plot, and it's already approaching. That woman is not sleeping well, because the more this lie grows, the more it burns her from the inside. Her alliance is cracking, and someone from her side will step forward with guilt. You are being prepared spiritually because a letter is going to arrive. It may be physical or digital, but it carries weight, and when it lands in your hands, you must remain calm. Do not react out of anger, it is designed to push you into panic so that you appear guilty when you are not. Archangel Michael says, the law of heaven sees deeper than the law of man. And though they may have papers, voices, and fingers pointing toward you, what they lack is divine favor. And that will be their downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 222. A timeline has already begun. In exactly a few days, a phone call will attempt to discuss things peacefully. Do not be deceived. They want to bait you into saying something that can be used against you later. Keep your words limited, your energy guarded, and your emotions private. You are in a period where everything you say is being monitored spiritually and in the physical realm. There is a camera of truth watching everyone involved, and justice will be recorded in your favor. The document she opened against you has already been flagged in the heavenly realm. Won't go forward as she planned because angels have begun causing confusion in her camp. You may even begin to notice someone from her side suddenly going quiet or avoiding eye contact. This is the signal that the war is not going in their favor. They thought they were dealing with someone unprotected, but they've made a fatal miscalculation. You are not just a name on a page, you are chosen, covered, and spiritually backed. Type Amen to get blessing 144. This woman's involvement goes beyond one case. She has tried other forms of interference before, small, hidden, untraceable. But now, she's exposed herself fully, and what she's done is irreversible. Heaven is preparing a return, not of evil for evil, but of divine reversal. What she sent toward you will circle back, carrying the same documents with her name on it. The court of man may be slow, but the court of heaven is never late. You will receive confirmation soon. It might come as a conversation, a slip-up, or a direct confession. Be observant, the truth will reveal itself through the most unexpected person. Don't be surprised if someone from her group reaches out with guilt. They are not loyal to her, and they're starting to realize they were part of something wicked. This will begin to unravel her plan before it even sees a courtroom. Type Amen to get blessing 888. There's a time set for vindication. You must remain in alignment with peace, power, and silence until that moment comes. Heaven is already building a witness for you, one who was in the room and now feels trapped. Do not chase revenge. This is not about war, it's about exposing the plot without letting it infect your soul. The more you rise above, the more powerful your defense becomes. The woman's past is now being reviewed by spiritual authorities. What she's done to others before is now being recalled, and patterns are being identified. She's not new to deceit, but this is the last time she will be allowed to do it. Archangel Michael says, she has invited judgment upon herself by bringing lies before the law. Her actions are no longer just personal, they are being viewed as spiritual crimes. And consequences are moving toward her even as you read this. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You will rise out of this, not just clear, but stronger. Your name will be honored because you didn't fight dirty. Your blessing will multiply because you held your position when others plotted. Be still but aware. You may feel heavy, tired, or uneasy. That's the resistance fighting back because light is now exposing darkness. This feeling will pass, and in its place will come a divine sign of victory. An authority figure, someone respected, will begin to see through the lies. They may not say it at first, but their energy will shift in your favor. They've seen her file, her message, and now they're questioning everything. She wanted the court to punish you, but instead, it will humble her. She forgot that what's written in ink can be rewritten in truth. She thought your silence meant weakness, but it was actually wisdom in disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Now is not the time to fear, it is the time to prepare. You are being equipped with divine awareness so you do not walk blindly. Stay focused, stay covered, and stay faithful to the truth. The timeline is shortening, and every passing hour is removing a layer of darkness from this case. Even your enemies are being forced to watch as the narrative turns against them. Do not react. Do not explain. Just let the light keep rising. The woman who once felt confident in her lie will soon feel trapped in her own story. The person helping her will abandon her when the heat increases. You will watch them fall apart, not because you wanted it, but because heaven allowed it. What was meant to ruin you is going to elevate you. Even the judge, even the lawyer, even those in positions of decision will be touched by this shift. And you will walk out not only cleared, but crowned. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Archangel Michael says, the battle has entered a critical phase, but heaven has already secured the outcome. The case opened against you was planted like a trap, but now that trap is being dismantled piece by piece. The power she thought she had over you is slipping through her fingers with every truth that emerges. Someone who stood with her at first is now preparing to switch sides. They have realized they were used, misled, and manipulated into supporting something dark. Their conscience is awakening, and they can no longer carry the burden of this lie. Expect a sudden message, a call, a forward, or a screenshot, that confirms the shift. This will be your divine evidence, not gathered by your hand, but brought directly to you. The lie cannot live where light is determined to stay. They thought the law would bind you, but it will become your platform. They thought silence would destroy you, but it's building a divine testimony. Your story is not end. They thought silence would destroy you, but it's building a divine testimony. Your story is not ending in defeat, it's rising like fire from false ashes. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Even your enemies will wonder how you stayed so calm. It's not just you holding peace, it's the presence of angels whispering to your soul. You were never alone, even when the case was filed in secret. The documents she submitted are full of holes. Her story doesn't match her timeline, and her witnesses are beginning to stutter in their confidence. Even her facial expressions will start to reveal guilt to the observant eye. God is using this situation to show others that you are not someone to be played with. Your reputation is being rebuilt on truth and divine light. The smear they hoped would stick to your name will only reflect back on them. Behind every setup, there is a setup for victory. You are walking into one of the greatest spiritual turnarounds of your life. Even your dreams may begin to show visions of exposure, because your spirit is being shown what's to come. Type Amen to get blessing 232. There is a sudden financial miracle coming to counter the damage she tried to do. She may have tried to block your income, your work, or your influence, but heaven is multiplying it now. Someone is about to bless you with something big, not out of pity, but out of divine instruction. You are being recommended behind closed doors. Even in the midst of this false case, your name is being carried to higher tables. What was supposed to stop your journey is now accelerating it. She underestimated how protected you truly are. She couldn't see the angels that surround your presence. She thought you were vulnerable, but now she will see you are chosen. You are not to respond emotionally, respond spiritually. Respond by preparing, praying, protecting your peace, and allowing your steps to be led. Every delay she caused is being repaid with double restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 404. The judge assigned to your case may appear neutral, but divine influence will soften their heart toward your truth. Your calmness, your honesty, and your clarity will speak louder than any false accusation. You will not need to scream to be heard, your energy will do the talking. This is a divine lesson in discernment. You are being trained to recognize faces that wear masks. Not everyone who smiles with you walks with you. Soon, the entire structure of her falsehood will crumble. The person she relied on the most will expose her unintentionally. A screenshot or a voice note will become the final proof. Your silence is golden, your patience is weaponized, and your justice is forming. You are under divine review, not for judgment, but for reward. Heaven is writing your name on a new scroll that leads to breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The woman who opened this case is being visited by heavy regret. Her days are filled with anxiety, and her nights are haunted by fear of exposure. The same lies she used to build her case are now whispering against her peace. She might reach out, indirectly or through someone else, pretending it was all a mistake. Do not fall for the illusion. Stand still and let the divine plan finish its course. You are too close to victory to entertain manipulation. Every distraction right now is sent to test your focus. Hold your center and let God reveal the next steps. A person in uniform or title is beginning to take notice of the inconsistencies. They may not speak immediately, but they are observing. The case is shifting directions, and the current is turning in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 911. They tried to bury your name, but forgot that you are a seed. What they thought was your burial is actually your beginning. From this moment, your rise will be undeniable. God is already assigning new people to support your next season. People who value you, protect you, and won't allow your name to be used in games. Your circle may change, but so will your level. This legal attack was never about the case, it was about the attempt to stop your assignment. But it failed before it even began. Your calling cannot be cancelled by human plans. Now is the moment to anoint your atmosphere. Speak blessings into your home, your phone, your finances. Your voice carries power, and heaven is listening. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You may feel isolated right now, but it's sacred separation. God is removing distractions so that when justice hits, you're focused on your rise. Let those who walked away, stay gone, something greater is approaching. This woman's exposure will become a warning to others. What she tried to do in private will become her public undoing. And you won't have to say a word, your victory will speak for itself. There's a divine record being written right now with your name cleared, your heart honored, and your future unlocked. Even your family line will be blessed because you didn't break on day. Formed against you will prosper, not because of who you are, but because of who walks beside you. The woman thought she had time, thought she had allies, thought she had the upper hand. But all three are fading. Time is working against her. Allies are retreating. And the divine hand is lifting you up. You don't have to speak against her, heaven is doing that for you. You don't have to prove every detail, truth is aligning to do it naturally. You don't have to retaliate, because divine justice is already writing the last line of this chapter. Her downfall will come without warning. And your freedom will come with favor attached. When the final paper is filed, it will not be against you, it will be in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 1999. A door is opening after this is done. A new opportunity, job, connection, or revelation, something she tried to block will now come directly to you. Not delayed, not denied, delivered. The lies will turn to silence. The silence will turn to discomfort. And the discomfort will turn to confession. The people who doubted you will come back with apologies, some silently, others openly. You won't need their validation, but it will arrive anyway. Because they'll realize the truth always rises, no matter how long it takes. You're going to feel the shift physically. A heaviness will lift. A sudden peace will drop into your life like calm after the thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 244. And then, one morning soon, you will awaken to a message, an email, a call, a letter. And it will carry the words, case closed or not proceeding or you're cleared. That will be your moment. That will be the day you walk free in more ways than one. Remember this moment, because your faith carried you. Heaven watched you trust when you could have panicked. And now heaven is rewarding you. Your name is being placed in a book of honor. Your steps are being ordered toward something better. The woman tried to delay you, but she accelerated your blessing without realizing it. So breathe deep. Stand tall. And walk forward. The war is over. The lie is destroyed. Your story is redeemed. Type Amen to get blessing 3333.